Robert Garcia, busiest guy in the game. Thanks for taking time for me. Let me start by asking you about your baby brother, Mikey. Last fought in March, he beat Bernabe Concepcion in Puerto Rico. He was scheduled to face Celestino Caballero for the WBA championship, but it fell through. I hear all different speculations as to what his next move is. What is it? Is it Salido?
Well, you know what? We're in the same situation right now. We're not 100% sure. We have Kevin Duncan, who we feel is the best at this when it comes to managing a fighter, and he's the one running Mikey's career, and it looks like he's leaning towards Salido. Nothing official. Salido already knows and has agreed to fight, but date and contract and all that stuff, we still don't have anything. So anything could happen. Maybe another opportunity can pop up before that, and we take it. But right now, it looks like we are leaning towards Orlando Salido.
That's going to be a great fight. Salido's a tough guy with a lot of confidence. He dropped and he gave Gamboa a tough fight, and he destroyed Juanma twice, both in Puerto Rico. He's as confident as ever. How will that fight play out if it comes off?
Exactly the way you just mentioned. He is very tough and confident, and but we feel that Mikey's got the skills, the technique, the power to beat him. That's the way we feel. We know it won't be easy, but we want to be the best. Mikey wants to be the best, and we are not trying to go a different direction. If we see that the IPF or whichever title out there or whichever champion is out there is issue, that's the direction we want to take. No, we want to be champions, and to be the best, you got to be the best. And that featherweight right now, nobody else but Salido. The wins that he's had and the performance that he's got, I think he's the best at featherweight, and it would be a great fight and turn Mikey into a superstar, into the best of that division. So that's why Mikey wants that fight, because he wants to be the best.
Mm-hmm. And it comes through every time I hear him talk, and you can tell he wants to be the best too. And you got Brandon Rios, tough fight for him in October. He has Mike Alvarado. What's your thoughts on Alvarado?
Oh, it's going to be a hell of a fight. Both guys are very tough. Both of them have power. Both of them could take a punch, and both of them love to fight. Mm-hmm. So that's going to make a fight that the fans, the world watching on TV, can't wait to see it. They're going to love it. It's a fight that everybody's already talking about, and everybody already can't wait to see the fight. Alvarado had some great wins and great tough fights that he's been in, and so has Brandon. So it just makes it a very exciting fight.
And how's Brandon been as far as weight and keeping it under control? Has he been taking it more seriously?
Brandon's already been in the gym and training hard. He knows the importance of this fight, and he knows from his last performance, he needs to come out and make a statement. And how bad can it be against somebody like Alvarado? At 140, bigger guy, solid guy that's been fighting at that division for years. So he's got to make a statement, and he knows, and that's why he's already in the gym and already training hard, because ain't nothing going to stop Brandon Rios.
Yeah, fight of the year candidate for sure. And Marcos Maidana has a fight coming up against tough Jesus Soto Carras. Tough fight. First fight under you for Marcos. Why so tough so soon?
Well, Marcos is a type of fighter. He's been with me already a couple of months, and he doesn't really follow boxing. He lets his manager make those decisions, and he had no idea who Soto Carras was. So, he's like, whatever it is, we're gonna get ready for whoever you guys put me in against, and he's training hard. I've been telling him, watching videos, and he knows that Soto Carras is going to be tough. He's had a couple of great wins in his last couple of fights, so we we know he's in a winning streak, and he wants to come and get another opportunity at a big fight, and he's gonna. By getting there, he's got to beat Marcos Maidana, but we're also in the same situation. You know, Marcos didn't have a great performance in his last fight, and now he came to me. He's training hard. He's very happy. He says that he feels better than ever, never trained as good as he's doing right now. So I have no doubt that the fight won't be easy, but we're going to come out with a win, and it'll help both Brandon and Marcos because they both have very tough fights in their next fight, so it's going to help them train together, spar together, do everything together. That way they're both in great shape.
And the Robert Garcia gym must have the greatest sparring sessions. Can't wait to move closer. I'm moving to Vegas actually real soon. I'll be there a lot. But
yeah.
Do you get to see Brandon and Marco spar often? How's that look?
Well, we still haven't done it because Brandon was off for a couple of months. But they are going to spar. You know, they both have tough fights in front of them, and similar styles, the wars where they do need to spar each other. They already been talking about it. They can't wait. They were training together yesterday, and they've become friends. But they know that they also need each other to help each other, and both of them come out with the win. So they know inside the ring they're going to come out and do their job.
Mm-hmm. And of course, you got Nonito Donaire. He beat Jeffrey Matabula on July 7th, and he unified the WBO and IBF titles. And he's already signed to fight Toshiaki Nishioka. Nice fight, can't wait. Is Nonito training yet for that fight?
Not yet. He's still not training, but he will soon. Nonito is, when it comes to start training camp, Nonito is very dedicated. He still hasn't started training camp, but he does run, and he does try to maintain his body in good condition because he's got so many things going on, from performances, from movie roles that he's doing in the Philippines. So he's a busy man, and we're gonna start training camp soon. And when it comes to training camp, he's also one of the guys that knows the importance of the fights coming up, and he trains very hard.
And Nishioka hasn't lost in 8 years in 16 fights, including the big win over Rafael Marquez, and he stopped Johnny Gonzalez in 3, and he had to get off the canvas to do that. What do you think of Nishioka, and what do you see that makes it such a good fight for Nonito?
Well, it's a great fighter, and anybody that comes in against Nonito, being recognized as one of the best fighters pound for pound, well, they come in, they got nothing to lose. They come in to give it all. Nishioka is has had great wins. He hasn't lost, like you said, in many years. So he comes in and going to do his job. He's a good fighter. He's got power. He's got everything. So we got to be in great shape. Nonito, we got to come up with a good game plan. Nonito's very smart inside the ring and could adjust to anything that Nishioka brings. But it won't be easy. And that's our job in the gym to see things, study videos, and try to pick up little things day by day. But come fight day, Nishioka is one of the fighters that's going to come out and do everything possible because they know a win against Nonito. It just takes him to the next level and nothing to lose. If he loses, he goes back to his country and continues fighting in his country and still a hero, and still making a lot of big fights. So he's got nothing to lose, I think, and he's gonna come out and be very dangerous.
And I know you know your boxing more than damn near everyone in the whole world, and I know that you know about Guillermo Rigondeaux. I know you know that he's a tough, formidable fight for anybody. If Nonito does win against Nishioka, and that's no sure thing, might we see that fight, or is it not?
Well, those are fights that are possible and basically lined up. Cameron Duncan already has a plan with Top Rank with Nonito. And yes, those names are all in the on the plan, but we got to take it one by one. Ishioka's next. Arsenal's been in the mix. Arsenal's been, that might happen, might not. But then Rigo Dogs is also on the plan. I see those fights happening, but it's like I said, we do have the best in the business when it comes to managing and camera dunking, and no doubt that Top Rank's also up there. So that's their job, and we just get ready for whatever they feel is best is next for us. But if it happens, we'll definitely be ready.
Lots of great fights could be made, so whatever could be made, and whatever happens.
And Rigo's last couple of performances have been great. He's very talented, and yes, won't be easy, but those are fights that the fans would love to see, and we work with same promoter, so those are fights that are a lot easier to make. So I have no doubt that will happen. But like I said, we do have Cameron Duncan, and he gets paid to manage Nonito's career, and he does what's best for Nonito. If it's one more fight, if it's two more fights, if it's the following fight, that's his job, and we leave it on up to him.
Yeah, appreciate your honesty. And you also got Kelly Pavlik. He fought last month against Will Rosinski. Impressive win, impressed everybody. Nothing scheduled now, though, right, for Kelly's next fight?
Nothing scheduled right now. No, I know Cameron has called me and talked to me about the plans that he's got, and that he wants to get something before the end of the year, but nothing scheduled. Hopefully soon we'll know something that will get Kelly back into training camp, because for his 3 fights that he's had great training camps. The last one was just a quick 2-week notice training camp, but he had just fought, so he just came back and picked up where we had left out. But yeah, he's motivated. He knows the importance of coming back and doing what he did a few years ago. So he trains hard. When he's in training camp, he's a hard worker, and knows that everybody's behind him. Top Rank's behind him, the TV's behind him, or else they would have had him on HBO right away. And right away they put him on HBO, so that means he knows they're behind him. So he knows there's a lot of big fights out there, a lot of money. So he's motivated.
And you're already the hardest working guy in the sport. And possibly, arguably.
Yeah, when it comes to training, he's very, very focused, and puts it all in the gym.
Oh, yeah. And you yourself just hooked up with Tyson Marquez. He has a big fight coming up with Brian Valoria, someone you worked with, too. How'd you hook up with Tyson?
His manager called me. I knew his manager. I never even knew he managed Tyson Marquez. And of course, I know Tyson. No need to follow him about a year or 2 years ago. And tough kid, very, very durable, very strong, very young. That's another important thing, that he's very young and he's hungry to be the best. Mm-hmm. He started training, and he's very motivated. I know it's not an easy fight. He knows that, and that's why he chose to do training camp here in California with me, because he knows he needs the best training, the best sparring to beat Brian Valoria, because Brian is not an easy fight. It's not going to be an easy fighter to beat. Brian is in a winning streak lately, great wins that he had lately. So we know what we need to do, and it's train hard, be in great shape, and come out with a good game plan. But the fight will not be easy, and that's the first thing I told him. The fight's not easy, and if you don't respond and you don't give me what I asked for, then we're not going to have a chance to beat Brian. But if you follow instructions and you do what you're told, and you do the morning the champions do, and do my work, my job in the gym easier, then we have a great chance. And Brian is going to be a great win if we're able to pull it off. But it won't be easy. And he agreed. He knows. He says that's why I'm here. And we already started working. Monday will be our we'll start our full week Monday because we've been training for 3 days or barely, but Monday we'll start our first hard week, and we got 7 to do it. He's already been in the gym, running and training back home, so we're just gonna pick up, finish up the last 7 weeks of hard training, and come out and do our best.
And Tyson won 7 fights in a row since losing to Nonito. And what did Nonito tell you about the night he fought Tyson and what Tyson brought to the table for him?
Oh, well, we see in Nonito, this kid is tough. This kid can take a punch and could punch. He could punch. Nonito's just a different level. Nonito broke him down little by little, and I think when the fight was stopped, the corner stopped it. I think the cornerman at that time, Rudy, if I'm not mistaken, Rudy Perez, did a great job in stopping it, and because he's seen that this kid was a 21-year-old with a great future, and against somebody like Nonito, nothing to be ashamed of. Losing to somebody like Nonito and actually giving him a few good rounds, there was nothing to be ashamed of, and he did a great decision, great job, because he came back and became world champion and has won, like you said, about 8 fights since losing to Nonito. Became world champion, had a great fight, if I'm not mistaken, part of the year candidate. So he's in a winning streak and a great mood. I think that fight against Nonito helped him out a lot. He learned a lot from and became a much better fighter after.
Yep, and he only has 2 losses on his record, one to Nonito and the other to Richie Mepranum, and he avenged that loss. So he's looking good. He's a tough guy, and he's proud.
He's looking good, and he's strong, and being in the gym and knowing that he's gonna be training next to the Brandon Rios, the Maidana. He comes in. They came in at 10 in the morning and seen Maidana train, and he sees that I don't work them easy. I don't let them slack off, or I don't give them any days off when I see that is not needed. When it's needed, I'll give them a day off, yes, but not just because I feel like they don't want to train today. They work hard, and he already seen them training. He knows that that's what he's going to be in, and he's ready for it. He says, that's why I'm here, because I want to be able to train like the champions that you train. I know that it won't be easy, but I need to win this fight. I want to win this fight, and I told him, well, that's one big thing that I'm glad you're telling me, because as you know, and if you follow my career as a trainer, I don't lose fights either. The only fight that I have lost is the Margarito fights. Great fights, great big fights against Pacquiao, against Cotto. But besides that, you mentioned one that I have lost in the last 4 to 5 years, and he couldn't mention any because I'm not saying it's never gonna happen, but I told him, but I don't want to lose. I do not lose my fights. I'm there to win. And he says, well, that's the main thing. That's the main reason we're here.
That's it. And Brian Valoria, of course, is an Olympian and always spoken highly of in boxing circles. He's been around forever, it seems. He had a great amateur career, like I said, and one of the best all time. The amateur system used to always deliver huge talent till recently. The men Olympians disappointed again, but through really no fault of their own. They had like an uphill battle throughout. They really didn't have a trainer till, less than 3 weeks before the games, I think. Impossible to succeed. Right. What do you think that we can do to attract more kids to get involved in the game and actually turn them out and make them better pros like we used to deliver?
Well, in the last couple of Olympics, it's just been, it turned out to be, and hopefully changes, because it's sad to see the Olympics, the biggest event in the world, next to the World Cup, because this is every single sport, and when it comes to boxing, we see USA not performing well. It's kind of turning into a sport where we don't, kids are not even looking to become Olympians one day anymore. They're like, the first thing they think about is turning pro. turning pro, they don't see the Olympics as their dream anymore. Where I remember when I was growing up, everybody's thinking about the Olympics. You see Oscar De La Hoya getting gold medal. You see the Roy Jones, the Carvajals participating in the 80 Olympics. Even the 84 Olympics. Man, we had such a great team there. 96 came in Vargas, Mayweather, Reed. Those were great teams that went and got medals and came back and became great professional fighters. Well, I'm in boxing and we're boxing people and I don't even know if I don't even know who are the fighters that participated in 2008.
Sad.
Nobody even knows anymore. Nobody even cares.
Yeah, it's terrible.
Nobody even cares anymore. And kids growing up around here in Southern California, now they're not too much into, I want to be in the Olympics. That's my dream. Because they rather go pro.
Yeah, and you can see like some of our guys, our best guys, were like drowned in talent when they got with the Ukraine or just the elite fighters in the Olympics. They had no clue what to do next. It's terrible.
Exactly, and I don't know if it's the coaching or if it's just the system that they have, the scores. I don't know. We do have great professional system in the world, in the United States. We have great champions and great fighters. A lot of times, like when my brother turned pro, we thought about maybe 2008, and you're gonna have a great chance because he didn't have that much amateur experience, and he started winning tournaments. He won a few nationals with not too much experience, and we said, well, by 2008, you'll still be young and have a lot of experience. But we decided to pro, and I think we were better off.
Mm-hmm.
Better off, doing great at the pros, in line to up for a world title now. I think we made a great decision. So that's a decision a lot of fighters are taking now because they're not putting too much interest into the Olympics, and it's the computer scoring, it's the coaching, it's whatever it is, but something is not right.
Mm-hmm. And I know you got a older son. He's an older teenager now, right? Robert Jr. And he's.
I have a 17-year-old. Yeah, he's 17.
And what do you have in plan for him? Is he going to be an amateur boxer? Is he trying for the Olympics, or is he just going to turn pro like Mikey did?
Well, my kids, because I have a 14-year-old also, and they're in the gym every day, but they don't have the hunger that I had, that Fernando Vargas had, or the Mikey had. So they at least right now in my mind, they will never turn pro, because I would never do that to them, because I don't see that motivation. I don't see that hunger inside of them. They just love the gym. They love going to the gym because they love being around Brandon, Maidana. They love being around all those fighters. And my amateur program also, they have all their friends there. They do so many things together with all my amateur program. That's why they're there every day. But my old has fought and has had a few fights, but not because I want him to be a fighter. And that's one thing that I would never let them. They keep telling me that they want to, and that they want to do this, they want to do that. But when I see them eating healthy, eating the right way, waking up in the mornings and running, and if they show me that, then I'll support them. But I still don't see it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I don't see that in them. So I'm not gonna let them do something that I know they're gonna end up getting hurt. So that's not my plan. If my oldest, he graduates from he's still got one more year of high school. If after that he wants to help me out, and then he'll be part of my team. Would be great help. He knows he grew up around boxing. He lives boxing his whole life. So it would be great help to be helping me in the gym with my fighters, help me work with them, but not to fight, because I don't see that desire, that hunger in them, and I'm not going to push them to something that their body does not want to do.
And one more quick Olympic question. It's the first time women boxing took place in the Olympics. We had Queen Underwood represent us, and Marlon Esparza picked up a bronze medal, and we had our golden girl, Flint, Michigan's Clarissa Shields, made us proud. What do you think the television and fans, how will they accept the Lady Olympians?
Well, it was great, to have women participate in a sport that everybody sees as a men's sport, but everybody else does it. Every other sport does it. Boxing might be the only sport that has only men. So why not allow them to do it? And we see Barca on McDonald's commercials, on Coca-Cola commercials. I was happy. I was in New York last week, and I was happy to see a big billboard on Times Square with a picture drinking a Coca-Cola. Yeah. That's huge. That's huge. That's very huge. And I'm sure she's so proud of herself, and I'm sure her parents, her family are proud of her. I met her in Northern California when I was going up there with Nonito Tonera, and she sparred with Nonito a couple hours, and she seemed like a very nice person. I don't know about going to the pros, and as you know, women boxing is not very big right now. It was a few years ago, but right now it died out, and nobody even cares about watching women fight. That's why I'm not too much into working with girls when it comes to turning pro. But hopefully the Olympics make that change and switch things around, and we get back to seeing the Mia St. Johns, the Layla Lees, the Christy Martins back in action with our Olympians. But just the fact that they went, participated, they medaled, and one of them got gold, we got bronze, and the Esparza, and seeing those commercials, to me, that makes me feel proud of women boxing now that it's coming back.
Yeah, me too. And just one more quick question. What do you think of Andre Ward, Chad Dawson?
Oh man, it's a hell of a fight. I'm leaning towards Andrew Ward. He's California guy. He's a great person, great athlete, great role model, great example. So I hope he comes out to win. He's a great kid. Maybe Dawson is the same way. I don't know Dawson. I never met him. I never even followed his career that much. But Ward, just by what I've known, met him a couple of times, he's a great person. So I wish him the best, and hopefully he's the future of this sport right now. He's a great role model. I think HBO is going to love him. I think the world is starting to know who he is, and starting to follow him, and he could be the future.
Yeah. And what about Sergio Martinez Chavez Jr.? Any opinion?
Oh man, that's a hell of a fight. I can't wait to see it, because I'm going to be working with my dad at the MGM, but my dad fights early, so my plan is to, right after my dad fight, is to run to the Thomas and Mack and go sit down and watch Chavez Martinez, because this is going to be a hell of a fight. I can't wait to see this fight, because you could see it both ways. Martinez is such a smart fighter with tremendous power that could change the fight with one punch. Yeah. But then we got Chavez, who's young, huge, not only big, he's huge. He could take a good punch and keeps coming and coming and coming, and you don't know when Martinez sees a young, big monster in front of him that's taking everything he's throwing and keeps coming and coming. We might end up seeing the Martinez Margarito 8 years ago again, because Chavez is just a monster in this division, and he's been looking so strong in his last couple of fights that I give Chavez the edge.
Yeah. He's been impressing me too. Are you going to tell Marcos the plan that you're going to just run off to the fight, or are you going to put some extra pressure on him like that?
No, no pressure at all. No. And actually, he also wants to do the same, because as you know, Martinez is also from Argentina, so he wants to do the same. He wants to go see that fight, and we're gonna have plenty of time. Marcos, if I'm not mistaken, Marcos is the second TV fight that Showtime is having 4. So Marcos is the second, and we're still gonna have at least an hour, and maybe a little bit more than an hour to make it to the Thomas and Mack, and we're less than 2 miles away. So we could go to the dressing room, quick shower, and run to the to a cab. We got plenty of time to be able to do that, but we're not going to be rushing the fight. Of course not. We have to come in, do our job. We know Soto Caras is not an easy opponent, and it's a fighter that won 2 great fights in his last 2, and it's a winning streak and has nothing to lose, and he's going to want to come and he knows that winning this fight might get him a title fight. So we can't think of we're gonna go out and get them out easy, because it won't be easy.
And I have a feeling things will work out pretty good, and I have a feeling you'll be at the fight on time. I know you're a super busy guy.
I do want to do it, and we also, that's top line. So we might have maybe a 4 or 6 rounder on that card, because we have a lot of fighters in my gym, and we do work with top ranks. So right now I don't have anybody scheduled, but they might call me and say, is one of your 400 fighters ready for the 15th on the Chavez card? I definitely will help, even if I have to send my assistants, but we're going to be busy.
You're great, Robert. I appreciate your time. The great Robert Garcia, everybody. Thanks, Robert.
Thank you. No problem. Thank you.